And good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Tom Atkins with you here. You're looking at a live shot as we give you a little Facebook Live for you. Not normally with you at this time of night. And unless there's bad weather, I wouldn't call this bad weather. I would just call it annoying weather. So continue to check in, say hi. What's the cool thing about this shot here is you can see all these motorhomes like lining up in here on the east slip of the bay, and people have been moving their recreational vehicles in this direction for eclipse viewing purposes. Now, we usually, you know, look at Perry Monument, but it's the lower portion of your screen here that's quite interesting tonight. Of course, we do have a little bit of weather to talk about this weekend before Monday, and we'll talk a little bit about Monday's weather as well. So good to have you here with us tonight. I want to say hello to you and hello to all of you for checking in. Danielle, my former student, excellent to see you. You can join us at this time of night. Kelly as well. Late night weather nightcap. Linda, hello. Robert Rame, haven't seen you in a while. And Vicki Jones, good to see you. So continue to check in, and we'll just do a little bit of weather and all kinds of other neat hucklebuck. Let me give you a full screen here, just a little radar summary to start out with. Adam Ripley says he can't wait to see Craig. No truer words have ever been spoken. I get a lot of that as I go through my day, wherever I am. And we can't wait to see him either. So thank you, Adam, for that note of encouragement. Little radar for you guys here. And as you can see, we get these little waves that move through. Sometimes you get some snow, the white generally south of 90, and then it lightens up and then it turns to drizzle, and you just repeat the process over and over again. And what a great crew. Would love to hear from you. Thanks 65, all of you, for joining in loud and strong. Feel free to comment. Let you build here for another minute or so, give you a little more weather information as we go. And of course, there's always more to talk about when you've got temperatures that are in the 30s in April. So as you take a look at things with a few temperatures here, now it is a cold, chilly, and dank night, but there is room for hope. We'll say gradual improvement over the weekend. And of course, we'll talk about that all important eclipse weather. And I want to remind you, before I do the main segment, that we do have this wonderful special coming aboard. ABC starts it out, Eclipse Across America, 2 p.m. And then 3 o'clock, we're going live here locally. And I just get the pleasure and the privilege of working with two of the best at a place I also work with, or work at, I should say, Penn State Behrend. And so we're going to be out there live with Dr. Darren Williams, professor of astronomy and astrophysics, and Mr. Jim Gavio, who runs the Yon Planetarium there. So there's probably not a better place, and I just love these guys because they are so smart, and we can point the cameras at the sun, and they can just do play-by-play like nobody's business. So looking forward to that on Monday, and of course the all-important question of, well, what's the weather going to be like on Monday? So we'll tackle that in a minute or two. So it is Eclipse Monday, and you see our beautiful studios behind us here. Normally we don't have a shot of that, but there's a reason for opening up the wide shot here, and you're going to find out in just a few seconds. So come on down. You haven't seen him in a while.
Hey, how are you?
He's in Erie. He's made it to Erie, folks. It is good to have you, Mr. Flint. Pleasure to have you back, sir. Mm-hmm. So Craig has crossed the New York border and
once again
immigrated into Pennsylvania.
Cheaper taxes.
That's for sure. So welcome back to Northwest PA.
I can't wait to get started. It's a long story behind it, right?
People might be interested in some highlights.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was one of those things. I left here a year ago to be closer to home. It was great being closer to home, closer to family.
Mhm.
And obviously, I stayed in touch over the last
Yeah.
year, particularly with Tom, and
Mhm.
he kind of dropped a little little breadcrumb.
This is how television works, folks. Yeah,
That something was
Yeah.
going to be happening.
Yeah.
But he was
and he's talking about Tom D.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
just
and
so you know.
he was kind of cagey about it at first, and then next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, how about you come back?" uh, and I'll be honest. At first, I was like, "Yeah, thanks for thinking of me, but I'm kind of enjoying
Closer
it."
to home.
Yeah, But the more I thought about it, I was like,
You just can't stay
you
away.
you sucked me right back in.
Into the pod. Yeah.
Right back in. It's a great place to be.
It is.
I mean, I know there's you know, there's little factions of people that are like, why would you come back to Erie? I mean, it's just, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's just, I love the weather here.
Right. It's always a challenge.
Yeah. I'm a lake effect guy.
Mhm.
So I love being by the water. And I'm not that far from where I grew up. A quick 4 or 5 hour trip, and,
Right.
and I'm home. So yeah, the stars just kind of aligned, and I couldn't. When the cat came out of the bag, so to speak,
Oh boy.
that Tom was moving on to bigger and better.
Mhm.
I was really just kind of flattered that he was like, I don't want anybody else to replace me but you. So
That makes 2 Toms.
yeah, so to
Mhm.
get that endorsement, yours as well.
Yeah.
It meant a lot. So it just felt right. It just felt right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what they say, you go with your gut.
Right.
So
We do that in forecasting. Sometimes we don't, and we get burned.
sometimes,
But
yeah. But I'm excited to be back. Yeah, it's going to be great, and I'm here for a while. I'm here for a while.
you heard it. It's on Facebook. It has
Yeah.
been recorded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So this isn't another 2-3 years and then move on. Well, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
At least by my account, it won't be. So I'm excited to be back.
Well, it's okay, and we're really excited for you to be coming back because, hey, it helps ease,
Yeah,
the shock.
sure.
Tommy D here for
Oh man,
31 years,
31 years.
and I've worked with him longer than that because we
Mhm.
used to work at the CBS affiliate
Yeah.
back when the Earth's crust was cooling.
Yeah.
And so that was a big deal. It's a tough
Yeah,
loss, no doubt
sure,
about it.
for
I mean,
sure.
he's an institution
For
and a
sure.
hometown guy, and we love him dearly. But sometimes you make these career moves,
Yeah.
and for better or for worse, hopefully better for him.
Yeah.
That happens. So we bite the bullet, but we didn't have to for too
Yeah.
long because, hey, if we're going to get a replacement, bring back Flint because it's just a lot better that way.
I got big shoes to fill. I really do. Like you said, an institution. Love the guy. I could not have done it without him. Could not have done it without you. I mean, a little inside baseball.
Right.
We had to kind of keep you in the dark.
I know. See, this is my life. It's like they call me
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Hey Tom, how are you? I remember the first phone call I made with him.
Mm.
Once things started getting into motion here, I picked up the phone. The guy didn't even say hi. He goes, "Is it true?"
That's all I wanted to know because we live in a world full of rumors, and you don't want to mess around. Something that could be this good, you don't want to April Fools about it. So yeah, it's interesting how it all unfolded.
Pamela says she loves the beard and the mustache, so it was much fuller when I got here.
Right.
I was here a weekend or 2 weeks ago.
Right.
To do some things, to get some things taken care of, and when I got here, I had a much fuller.
You did.
Goatee, which I grew out for the winter, and kind of a little behind the scenes here. It's like you have to pick one look or the other.
Yeah, because they don't want you
and
changing.
stick with it, right?
You know.
I mean, I get it. You know,
Yeah,
there's
consistency.
There's consistency. There's money that is spent for promotions, and I get all of that stuff. So when I got here, it was a debate. Like we even called you in, like
Yeah, like I'm a fashion consultant.
like what do you want him to do? Do you want him to keep it or do you want him to shave it?
Mhm.
In the end, we did decide to go with the clean shaven look, so that
He'll
will
be
be back.
shaved
Yeah,
by Monday.
this is the I haven't shaved in days because all I've been doing is moving and
Mhm.
tying up things in central New York, and so babyface Craig will
Yeah,
will be back.
so Jill, just to answer your question, he will shave it.
Yeah, I have to shave it.
Mhm.
I have the bosses have spoken.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, little TV inside.
yeah, that's just what you got to do.
But if that's the worst thing we got to deal with,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah. So I hear there's something that's going to be happening on Monday.
I know, just in time for your debut. Craig's first day is Monday.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, let's go all out here. So we've got this, thing happening in the sky.
yeah.
We're gonna be a part of it, of course.
Yes. Actually, when we were talking about the start date, I had just inadvertently said, "Well, let's do April 8th." And
Yeah.
I didn't even it didn't even dawn on me like, oh wait, that's the eclipse day.
Mm,
And then we were like, oh wait, that's the eclipse day, and that but we kind of already threw the gauntlet, so to
yeah,
speak.
perfect. Sometimes just the best decisions are made at the spur of the moment and throwing the gauntlet.
Yeah, so there's going to be a whole lot of me on TV on Monday.
Craig's gonna come into
Oh
town.
my gosh.
I'm
Hit the
telling
ground
you.
running for
It's,
goodness sakes.
First thing Monday morning and then some.
Yeah, we got a big special planned at 3. We're all going to be going crazy that day.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Regardless of the weather. And of course, everything's, hinging on that.
Yeah.
But you're going to have an eclipse regardless of how many clouds there are in the sky,
right,
or whatever.
And the thing is even if it were a completely overcast day,
right,
you'd still know something was up.
Right, and so will the animals.
Right, you still know something was up. We're just hoping that we can. We were kind of, and I'll admit I've just been so busy the past several days. I haven't even looked, so I've been relying on Tom and Jacob to kind of bring me up to speed. But we were kind of talking about it earlier. What altitude or level are these clouds going to be at? Are they going to be high clouds? Are they going to be mid clouds? So even if they're high clouds, we're still going to.
That's good. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's not. It won't kill the total
Right,
effect.
right.
So we just have to make timing decisions. And I was comparing it last night to a winter forecast. In that 3 or 4 days out, we're not going to tell you exactly how much snow is going to fall because we don't know. All right. So we can't tell you exactly how many clouds are going to be in the sky at this point.
It's like impossible to do.
We're just not that smart.
Yeah.
And we'll just give it our best shot. Jacob will refine it over the weekend. Craig will be there Monday morning. Giving you the latest. And
the pressure's on.
And then you'll know, and we'll have fun with it regardless of what the actual weather is.
Yeah.
I
think it's going to be cool. You got what's your day going to be like that day? So because
I'm
going to
do some live shots at noon.
Yeah.
So I get to go to work early, and of course stay late. Hang out with half of you guys after midnight when it's all over. But yeah, it's going to be a long day for me, and it's going to be a fun day. But we're going to have so much adrenaline, and Craig's back, and we got an eclipse, and what's the weather? It's like Charlie Brown. What's a few raindrops? We're still going to play,
Right. But you got some kind of front row seats up there. You're going to be at Barron.
With my friends at Barron, and you can't get better people. And the rest of you guys at all the universities. I take my hats off. I'm not trying to diss anybody like Dr. David Hurd down at Edinburgh or the folks at Mercyhurst or the folks again. But I'm a little partial because DeVecchio and me teach at Penn State. We are Penn State. So that's my second job. And I know these people. And they, Dr. Darren Williams, professor of astronomy and astrophysics. He's like Craig and me at a snowstorm. I mean, this guy is animated. He is smart. He's a kid in a candy shop. He's going to be doing the play-by-play. And of course, we've got the Great Yawn Planetarium up at Barron, and the guy that runs that and teaches there as well, Jim Gavio. He's going to be there with us. So we got front row seats with front row people and all kinds of extras that we haven't even gone into that's going on that day up at that great university campus.
Yeah, I kind of wish. So, I mean, things are always kind of fluid, you know, as we start the planning purposes. And, you know, at first we thought I was going to be there with you, but now I'm going to be
Well,
here.
at first we thought DeVecchio was going to be.
Yeah.
So
well,
how do things change?
There was that little snafu. But you know, I'm gonna be here in the studio. But it was funny because I walked in this morning. I've been just doing some like office work and
getting ready for his Monday morning.
Yeah, got to make sure everything's ready.
He's got to hit the air running.
Yeah. So I saw Corey, our news director, this morning. I was like, "You're gonna stick me in the studio during this eclipse? I want to see it."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "You'll be able to, you know." And so we'll see how it goes, but it's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna need lots of coffee.
Java.
Yeah.
Java. We
lots
have
of coffee.
I know.
Some people watching might go, "No, Craig, you don't need any more coffee."
But we do anyway. We got a supply back there just in case the station runs out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's gonna be for me. You know, I was the chief at my last station.
He was the big kahuna.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm literally going the other way. You know, like I would work until midnight, and then you know you get to bed at 1:30. But now I'm going to be getting up at that time.
Right.
So
it's
going to be a
its
little
schedule,
yeah.
which is a whole different animal for those of you who work other shifts.
Yeah.
I call it a half shift. It's not even a straight shift because you know the three are generally like you know midnight to 8, and then 8 to 4, and then 4 to midnight. But this covers 2, and it's that weird thing of getting up in the middle of the night. You know,
that's what it is.
That throws you off worse than daylight savings time.
It's not so much like, oh, I get up early in the morning. It's like it's the middle of the night.
No matter what time of year, it's the middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
And just to get like I used to say when I had to fill in for DeVecchio back when I was your age, you know,
I'm almost 40 now.
Yeah, I know. I was still almost 40 then. But yeah, I would say set me up with an IV of coffee. I don't want to drink it. I want it shot right into the vein because it is so unnatural, you know, to try to be alert, awake, and you know, for us, I mean, DeVecchio and you can pull it off.
Right. You know what though? Like I now that I've had the chance to kind of work across all shifts in television in my almost 20-year career now. You know, I really do. I thoroughly enjoy the morning show.
And it's good that you do.
Yeah, I mean, and I wouldn't really consider myself a morning person, you know. No. Especially when I first wake up, it's like I don't want to talk to anyone. But you know, being that I'm getting up at 2:30 or whatever, that gives me a few hours before I have to be on
You
TV.
have to have a little prep time.
Right. And but there's just something about the morning. That I don't know. You kind of get to be up before everyone else, and
you do have that time,
you know, and you kind of get work out of the way. Like you get up and you go to work and you're done by the afternoon, and you have all.
And
afternoon.
if you still have energy, you can go.
Well, you just take a little power nap, and you know you'll be good to go.
I got to address this because this is very important. This weather department is run a little bit differently than a lot of your stations. Now, if you take just years of service, Tom DeVecchio had the most years of service, and I was second, and Craig and Jacob, however you want to put it. But we got a lot of mottos around here, and one of them is there's no chiefs, we're all warriors. We don't try to have a pecking order. You know, we're all in this thing together because weather is hard enough to figure out for one person, let alone three. So I don't want any of that chief meteorologist stuff. We are in this thing together. It's a team thing. So thanks for asking that question, Chandler, because when you're almost living together in storms, you got to get along, and there's no room for egos here. We just got to do what we do to protect lives and properties, and thank God we get along anyway. So that's the way we look at it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean that was another reason why I came back here.
Yeah.
You know, I do like that kind of team mentality. Because I'll tell you right now, being the chief, I mean, it's just a title anymore.
Yeah.
It really is. Like it's when you're in charge of a department, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh yeah, you got some people asking some things and pulling at your heartstrings.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't want. Just let me I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I'm excited to be back and thankful for Tom DeVecchio, you, the management here, Julie, Corey, for even thinking about me, So, and of course all of you guys that are chiming in here,
Yeah, this is fun.
I've missed y'all.
Yeah, we've heard about them missing you.
Yeah.
For a year now. And can you believe it? I mean, your last day was February 28th last year. I remember it well. We had a funeral. And now April 8th is
risen again.
Yeah, it's just like he's resurrected from New York. What good could come out of New York? Craig Flint can.
You know what?
Nothing. I mean, you guys know I grew up over there.
Sure.
We're just having some fun here.
Sure.
But
I mean, New York is really is a beautiful part of it.
And we're because I grew up by the city, but New York State is if you haven't been there,
it has a lot to offer. But I'm happy to be back here in our little corner of Pennsylvania.
Paradise.
Yeah. Life's good here. So
so it's been a thing, and that's the thing. It's like a year and a month and a little bit. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
13 months and a week or two and change.
Yeah. And here I am.
And here
again.
he is. He's
here
back
I am again. Yeah. I mean, I think one of the big things.
Kristen, of course, who works over Sesame Street at WQLN, used to be the overnight producer. There you go. The base is rebuilding.
Yeah. I'll tell you though. I mean, I think a lot of people who watch television now, one of the biggest things that I see is no one ever stays. No one ever stays.
Especially in these smaller.
Yeah, and that is just the way it is. I mean, it's just the nature of the business. But I think when, at least for me right now, as I get closer to that big 4-0, I was just kind of looking for somewhere that I knew that I would want to be, and I knew where I'd be happy. So it was great being home, but I was on the radio this morning with Mojo and
oh well, that is
and I said to them, like, I just can't put my finger on it. I can't, like, there's just like some sort of like vibe here. I don't know.
The Erie vibe, the lake vibe.
Yeah, AC goes, yeah, we're vibing, all right. We're vibing.
We're really vibing this weekend.
Well, I can't put my hand, but that's like I decided I was gonna come back and this is where I'm gonna be for a while. So hopefully I can carry on the tradition of Tom DeVecchio in the morning, and I couldn't be happier. Happy as a clam.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Who likes clams? Do you like clams?
I love clams.
Do you like them steamed or do you eat them
raw?
raw?
I like them anyway.
Yeah,
I'm a seafood guy. So I was literally born in Baltimore, and so you know what they say, Maryland is for crabs. So yeah, we grew up eating a lot of seafood.
I've worn a Chatty Cathy. Look at that one. I've worn a black veil since you left. Stop.
There there you go.
Stop. But yeah, it's great to see all of you again.
Yep, they're all lunging on a TV. Kristen's on a roll. That's you.
Lunging
You're
on a
the
TV.
lunger.
I have the big, what you call it thing over there, the array.
The grand array.
The grand array.
We built it just for Craig.
You know, and I'm like, where's my initial reaction was, where's my green screen?
Well, it's back behind it in case the grand array breaks.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so that's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah,
Well,
got all kinds of room there, buddy. Just don't step on the furniture.
Right.
I tried to be Flint once because I'm too short, and I made the mistake of trying to reach for the Canadian shoreline or something.
Oh no!
And I stepped up on, there's a ledge there.
You got your hands.
Yeah, and it was like, no, it's not built to withstand your weight. It's like, what am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so apparently you can't jump on the furniture.
No, I can't do that. I mean, the comments that I've been getting and the messages, Facebook posts, I mean, it's just so overwhelming. I mean, it's so flattering. There have been a few people like, can you tone it down a little bit? I'm like, hey man, like
he's got to be him.
This is what you get. Like this is me. I don't know. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens. So
yeah, it's good stuff. We're excited, and of course the debut on Eclipse Day is
I know
it's like out of this world, literally.
Literally, how tall am I, Jill? I am 6'4". I'm a tall drink of water. So
there you go.
That kind of probably doesn't help when I move around. It's funny, Brian Moffat, our morning engineer.
Yeah, love Brian.
I came in when I was here a couple of weeks ago. He's like, "Don't cross this line," because I guess you step out of the light.
He's a big light guy.
Yeah,
and Brian's a great guy.
Yeah,
and I don't know. They didn't tell me that, but they probably have an electric fence. Get back. Meteorologist.
A beer or a bourbon, huh?
I'd
probably go with a beer. Personally, who said that? Aaron McVeigh. Beer. I'd probably do the beer. Let's see. Oh, Vicky, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Brian and I will be back.
The former weekend.
Yeah.
That's a good question. From Jennifer here. Did they post your commercial? Because that's really funny with you and Devek.
I don't know.
They should. We will ask them to put that on the Book of Face or on our website or something. Because you're right. That they did a great job.
Yeah,
you guys did a great job.
Tip of the hat to the creative services people here that did a good job with that. They had a whole plan set.
They did. Yeah.
So I came here and they're like, "Here's what we're gonna do."
Yeah.
And I'm just so easygoing. I'm just like, just tell me where you want me to be.
Yep.
And
they flew into town for a few days.
Yeah.
And they made television magic.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't have done it without tea and so that's kind of the story. Here I am, just getting some stuff done as we get ready to roll here on Monday.
Right. It's auspicious debut, and everybody's happy to have you back. And of course, we are very sorry to see Tommy D. Lee.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got a best friend, great meteorologist, steady hand, and nicest guy you'll ever meet.
For sure, salt of the earth.
Yeah, he's tremendous. Visited over 60,000 students. Great passion for education. Taught, teach. I mean, this is Devek. I teach at Barron. Barron teaches, or Devek teaches at Barron and Mercyhurst.
Yeah.
The consummate time manager and overachiever.
Yeah.
So you can't replace him, but we got the next best thing.
Thank you. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, and like I said, they're big shoes, and I'm just kind of blown away and flattered that he thought to give me a call. So
yeah, that worked out. Timing is everything.
Kathy says no weekends for you. Head to Youngsville for the fire pit, and her famous orange creamsicles.
Yeah, that's not an ice cream stick. just in case you wanted to know.
Hi, Alex. How are you? Thank you. Hello, Mike. Thank you very much.
Say hello to your people, sir. They've been circulating in and out.
Trisha, the bendy man is back. Yeah. What was that guy? Gumby? The Gumby?
Yeah, Gumby.
Yeah. Or those big
Blow that you see up by the side of the road. Yeah. One of them is actually Craig. You get to pick which one.
The goofiest looking one. Hey, there's the airport queen.
There she is.
She just measured a trace of snow the other night, she said.
That's all they measure there because they get too much wind. It never stays on the board.
Yeah. Adam, hey, how are you? Welcome back. Thank you so much. Jennifer, I enjoyed the energy, made the weather fun. Well, that's the thing. I like to make it fun.
Yeah.
Life's too short. There's enough bad news all over the place.
Yeah, and you can hear it right back there every day.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So. You looking at what I'm looking at?
Looking at
Okay.
Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
Let's see. What else?
I can't get over laughing. My nice day tomorrow. They deleted the video. I don't know what video Kathy is referring to. Hi, Jess. Thank you so much. There's Dawn. Thank you. Kristen, she's the wacky whaley inflatable arm guy.
See now you know all the names they have.
I guess
they have a lot of names.
Someone said I'm gonna mimic you in the morning because that'll be my morning workout.
That's right, Matt Probonic. You don't see, we got Craig.
Yeah, right. Brenda. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just weather. We get through it.
Right.
No, we're hardy. Now, I haven't even had a chance to look like super long range, but I'm thinking like at least kind of maybe wish casting a little that we're done with this crap that's outside right now.
If any year we would be done with it is the year when you got 2 feet of it and that was all. Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in quite a while, and he does snow plowing. He's like, it was a tough winter.
It is.
I'm like, yeah, no.
They're all shifting to landscaping, and then it starts snowing again. You know.
Right. But I have always held out hope. Well, not held out. Let me put it this way: we're due. So if I'm really interested in what next winter is going to bring.
Yeah,
I mean that's obviously way down the line, but it can't be like this forever.
No.
So
the funny thing is, if you look back at the top 10 least snowiest winters, a lot of them are back in the first part of last century, like the 20s, the 30s. That's where the bulk of the list is. Now we're right there, I think, number 3 at this point. But there's nothing recently that has resembled anything like this. So this is very much an anomaly.
I mean, if you look at that chunk of time, and then look what happened in the years following that chunk of time.
There's a cyclical nature.
Yeah, so I mean, it stands to reason that one of these winters we're gonna take it on the chin again, and that's gonna be fun. But you know what? Let's not talk about winter. Winter's over. We're ready to party. Go over summer
with the warmer weather.
Yeah,
it'll get stormer weather.
It'll get here eventually. So it's about time you came back. We missed you. It's only been a year.
No, time flies.
Yeah, it does. It really, really does. Let's see. Yeah, Trish, that is a thing. Wish casting. Sometimes,
Yes, I do remember. And Vicky, you're absolutely right there. That I do remember that 2005 thing, the first weekend of April. There was the heaviest, wettest snow I have ever seen. And the snowplow guys, they were like breaking plows trying to do that.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. This time of the year, when we get the snow, it can't last. It can't.
I mean, it was coming down like a banshee last night, and there was a good inch or more when I left in the middle of the night, and it was big, thick, Charlie
half
Brown.
dollar flakes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And but like you said, there's just so much radiation at this time
Yeah,
of year.
that sun angle's getting higher and higher. And,
Yeah.
and so that really kind of puts a hurting on. If it's going to happen, it's got to happen at night
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. To really accumulate.
to really accumulate. The one thing though, like I just kind of going back to what we were talking about, how we look back, a lot of what weather forecasting is looking back at
Exactly.
history.
History will teach you.
And I had a professor one time
Mm-hmm.
tell me, and there's a lot of truth to it, that the atmosphere has a memory.
That's a great way to put it.
So, and I was recently just looking at, this was when I was up in Utica, at what the weather would be like for April 8th. And I went back over 10 years worth of data on April 8th at 3:20 in the afternoon or whatever time it was.
Right.
And another thing that we look for is pattern recognition.
Right.
I immediately saw a pattern. It was cloudy, 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 sunny. Cloudy, 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 sunny. Like I could see the pattern right there.
Right.
So, we'll see what happens this year. Last year, well, I had just left, so I'm not sure what it was around this time last year. But at least up in Central New York, it was sunny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember anything spectacular, except we seem to have these delayed springs.
Yeah.
Where it stays cooler regardless of what happened in December, January, February. In April and May, people are getting really crazy.
And then I looked back, I think it was 20 or 20. Granted, this was data for Central New York, but man, if it happened in that was COVID times.
Yeah.
It was sunny in like 76 on April 8th, a couple of years ago. I was like, wow, that would have been great. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to look back, and it's fun to try to prognosticate. You learn from history.
Yes. Yeah, Mary, I do. I'm very, very lucky guy. Thank you, Sally. God, that was the climber, New York, that you were just talking about. Fleming Island, Florida is checking in. Pat Henderson.
Good to have you back.
Let's see. A lot of people saying hi to Tom. Snow was falling like crazy. There's Lori. No accumulation. Yeah, it's hard to do. It's just hard to do this time of the year. Good to see you, Tom. Hope all's well. Snowing off.
That's Kent. That's Abigail. Kent Urbanski's.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Abigail. Former camera operator.
Yeah.
Sammy Stone, DJ, and for decades.
Yep. Well, it's great to be back. I'm excited to get in the ring again and work with this guy
and have
Jacob
and all the other people here.
Yeah. It really was. It was kind of like a little reunion.
Yeah, it's good.
We have some interesting characters here behind the scenes. So
once in a while, you see a different side of them when we come on a little show like this.
Yeah. Thank you, Larissa. I'm happy to be back. Chatty Cathy's going to the outdoor auction tomorrow. What do you have for tomorrow?
A little chilly, but
not bad. After that, we get into the 60s. So, well, that's it. So here I am. Here we are.
That's right.
We get underway on Monday. Hope you'll watch.
Yes, please do. And of course, we'll have countdown to eclipse, and you kick everything off in the morning, and then
pressure's on, man.
Have a little noon show fun. You'll have a little break, and then you'll do some more later.
Yep, we'll be talking later in the afternoon.
Oh, it's Mr. Smiley. Hello, sir.
Hey, there he is.
It is so cool.
I met Craig once. He came back to visit you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now the request, and we're no pressure, Smiley, because I know you're, teaching and producing Broadway productions and things like that. But of course, they said on the nightcap the other night, maybe Craig could saying total eclipse of the heart.
Me?
Not you.
Oh, I was
Smiling.
going to say.
He's the crew nut.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We're just throwing it out there, Craig. If you don't have anything to do in the next couple of days, you want to send me one of those MP4s. You at the keyboard. We noticed your cat walking behind you when you were doing one of your songs. We loved it, but hey, rock and roll. It's up to you. We miss you too.
Yeah.
We miss you too.
I saw a question. I didn't see who it was from, but asked when I'd be on. So I'm succeeding the great Tom DeVecchio. So I will be on in the morning, Monday through Friday, morning and noon, and then obviously when Jacob needs some time off, I'll step in on a weekend as you will, and then we just kind of work it out.
Work it out amongst ourselves. The 3-man department, we police our own,
which is very nice.
Yeah, it is. It's quite the advantage. All right, so he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. I know he will. That's cool. Any other questions for Mr. Flint? Here's your chance. He's back.
Hi, Glenn. How are you? Thumbs up to you too, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah. I think that's it. They don't want to talk no more.
Yeah. We've ticked them off enough.
Yeah.
They're like,
all right, Brady's back.
Jeez. Gotta go back to our Friday duties.
What brought me back, Kathleen?
It's like a bad dream.
Yeah, I mean, what brought me back? It was one of those things where I really enjoyed it here the first time. I really did. I got the opportunity to go back home, did that, had a lot of fun, but there was just something missing, like I said, I love being near water. I love lake effect, trying to forecast that. And really, I don't mean to sound cliche, but a lot of you guys, even when I would post stuff in New York,
they were watching.
Most of the what do we call it? It's called interactions or whatever. Were from you guys in Erie, so
you left your mark.
Yeah. So I mean that meant a lot to me, and just everyone saying all the nice things they said. And getting the opportunity to work with TA again and Sean and just being in a place that you want to be, it's like location type thing. So yeah, I mean, once I started kind of thinking about what I want my life to be like 5 years down the road, I was like, you know what? I think it's Erie. I think that's where it's going to be for me.
And that's great for us.
Yeah.
We got you back, and
yeah. So
keeps things stable on this end.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Am I going to say it's Friday?
You just did.
There you go. I
Because
just did it. I love the commercial with Craig and Tomby. Yeah, they did a good job with it. No more leaving us. Don't worry, Tammy. I'm here for a while.
Yeah.
I'm here for a while.
Stuff.
They got me hooked.
Yes.
So happy to be back, Carolyn. Yes, it was. They made me smile too, Jennifer. And you're absolutely right, Lori. Yes, it's the place you want to be. That's more than half the battle. And I knew I had something special here when I left, and I'm excited to come back.
One of the few people that said when they leave, we'll see how it works out. You never know. I might be back. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
And most of the time that doesn't happen. It's the people move on and they move on. But this was different.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was. You're right. I mean, it was talked about leading up to my last days here a little over a year ago. It was basically, again, thanks to the management here, they were like, if there's ever an opportunity, the door's open.
And yeah, that was a good thing.
So I'm glad the door opened. And like we said, it stinks that Tom's not here with us, but I couldn't be happier for him. He gets to, I could just tell talking to him that it was a big decision for him. It really was a big decision for him.
Yes.
You know, and I'm not trying to speak for him, but I can tell that he was pretty content. You know, he's like, you know, it's just time to turn the page,
Mhm.
and he's not far.
He's
And
still in Erie.
yeah, you never know. You never know.
Exactly.
You never
You
know.
don't know. So
So,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Will you be wearing a suit Monday? Yes. Yes, I will. I'm not wearing a suit now because I've just been kind of doing some
He's moved from New York to PA.
yeah, behind the scenes work. You know, and I'm currently, trying to. I'm staying out in Wattsburg right now, and I was very fortunate to find a place to
Oh,
stay
wow.
there. Yeah.
You sure you want to let that out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
There's
fine.
people on this board.
But here's the thing. That's just a temporary thing.
Okay.
So, you know, still working on trying to find more of a permanent residence, but you know, I had to get up this morning and drive to the radio station. So that was a nice. Okay, how much time am I going to have?
Yeah, the board's out there in the snow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thankfully, I'm not going to have to worry about that much longer.
Well,
you
for
know.
6 months.
Yeah, well, I'll be out of there by 6 months. So,
Oh, yeah.
but anyway.
Well, there was something here that caught my eye. Let's see. Ewan Bryant, she's retired. This was it. Yeah. Well, there's a private sector. Okay, you know, there's the government. That's the National Weather Service. There's media, us. There's aviation. There's military. There's private weather companies. You're most probably familiar with AccuWeather. Places that employ meteorologists for specific forecasts that people, their clients, pay to get that they don't feel they could get anywhere else. So whether you're shipping or aviation sometimes, maybe you're a construction company, maybe you play the markets.
Utility company.
Yeah. And so there are companies that concentrate on specific areas that weather affects. Private weather companies, we call them, and that's what Tommy D is going to be working for. And Tommy D and I have worked in that sector before. So, and it's very helpful because, you know, you're there to be accurate. Because if you start screwing up, they're not going to be your clients anymore.
Well, I mean, it's a highly focused job, really. Like Tom, what he's going to be is strictly lake effect stuff, you know, and struck gold with him.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, you can't get a better guy. He taught me lake effect snow.
Anyway, welcome to Wattsburg, the snowiest city around.
It's up there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have to wrap up here myself. I've been here since about 9 o'clock this morning, so I need to go find some food.
Yeah, you do.
I'm getting hungry.
Man can't live on coffee alone.
Yeah. Well, I've had my fair share of that today, but Monday morning, the party starts again.
That's right. It's a little greater than 48 hours, but it's getting there.
Yeah. But I'm happy to be back. Can't wait to get started again.
Yep.
Happy to talk to all of you guys. And hope you still watch. I'm not. No one can replace Tom D, but I'm going to give it the good old
his own special brand.
The good old college try.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
That's good enough for me. I'll be back later tonight as usual.
Yeah.
We'll do regular weather. Craig will be sleeping or having a beer or something.
I will probably be sleeping.
He won't be here.
I'm tired. Moving is a pain in the you know what, man.
Yeah.
Oh, nightmare. But anyway.
But have you gotten most of it done?
Well, because I'm in the temporary place.
Yeah.
You know, it's all kind of still in boxes and all that fun stuff. So,
okay.
You know, I have to sift through things before I can find a more permanent place. But,
it's all right.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I will see you guys later. See you Monday. Make sure you follow me over on the Facebook. You know,
Look at face.
yeah, we'll be doing some fun stuff there. I can't wait to get back in the fold with you.
That's
man.
right.
That's gonna.
We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna be for you when it's not as much fun. You know, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, I'm gonna say good night. Good luck.
Yeah, we're gonna say I'm gonna go back to work.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. Well, you gotta take a break too, man.
when?
Got papers to grade or something?
No, I don't this weekend, so we're good. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Can you please turn the heat on outside? Well, we're working on it.
Yeah, you'll need a higher power. Sorry. We have enough trouble figuring it out. All right.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Peace
Have
out.
a great weekend. Enjoy the eclipse on Monday.
Yeah, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night or later tonight,
Later
right? We
tonight.
call it the nightcap, and since Smiley was here, we're going out with Smiley. So.
Start spreading the news from Erie, PA. Whether it rains or snows tonight, it's on Facebook Live. The weather nightcap with Tom Atkins and his clique. Thank you to you for watching now.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you down the road real soon. Make it a great Friday night. And if you stay up late, we'll see you later tonight. Take care.